All right, guys, this video is all about camouflage, and this caterpillar in this video right now, tell me, comment down below when you see it, is one of the best examples of camouflage that exists. You know, we are raising the olive hairstreak, and it feeds on Atlantic red cedar, and these are needles of the red cedar. Let me know when you see the caterpillar. I mean, if you're not looking for it, you may not see it. You see it, guys? Starting to stand out a little bit, maybe not. I'll bet there's people watching that still don't see the caterpillar. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you how we do this, and we're breeding these things, and we're gonna show you one way that we can ensure that we don't throw out these little guys because they're tiny. Let me show you context, my finger. This is a full-grown olive hairstreak caterpillar right here next to my finger. So it's a tiny butterfly, tiny caterpillar, big camouflage. Let's get to the video. I'm gonna transfer a few of these over to little cups so I can keep a better eye on them. It's pretty tough to find them when they're in the big container. So there's a guy right there. I'm going to use my brush and try and coerce him. He's probably fourth instar. Wait until he grabs on. There we go. New leaves. I'm going to do that with a few of these, and then we'll get some good images for you of the fourth instar olive hairstreak caterpillar. All right, guys, so one of the things, I went over this big conglomerate of cedar needles to look for all the caterpillars that I could find and pull them out. And I was very disappointed at how few I found, but I only spent an hour doing it, which might seem like a long time, but when you're trying to find little green things that blend perfectly in with this, one of the things I do is I set up containers with the old stems, and I put them in these containers for one purpose, because it is very likely that I'll miss caterpillars. And in this case, I looked over this stuff very well, but after 3 days, I started seeing frass in the bottom of, like, look at all this frass that was in the bottom of the container. And I'm like, what's going on here? So I start looking, and to my absolute pleasure, I see one right off the bat that fell. Check it out. This guy right here, he fell off of the stem, so we'll add him to a cup. And then upon further examination, look at this dude right here. That is 100% the largest one that we have. Somehow, I completely missed him. I believe he's final instar. I think that's going to be, oops, let's see. Try and get some decent video clips of our final instar caterpillar of the olive hairstreak here, guys. That is about as big as they get. I think he might get a little bit bigger, but I would imagine that within a day or two, this dude right here is going to go pre-pupal. and go start making his chrysalis. So I am going to transfer him and his siblings that I found into a cup where I can more closely monitor them. And I'm going to take some really good photographs, which I haven't done yet. Look at this guy. Zoom, focus, 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 focus. All right, beautiful. Look how that thing camouflages. That's so cool, man. I'm so blessed right now to see this caterpillar in here. So I've got 2 cups, each with spiderless red cedar stems in water picks, fresh cups. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 caterpillars in each one. So there's 1 caterpillar. I'm just going to rest this guy right in there. And then I'm going to go in and find our big dog, which is right here. That means the door's open, honey. Okay, that's our big guy right there. That's the largest one that we've had so far. It's bingo. All right, so we're gonna put him in here. So there'll be 2 per cup. And we're gonna go ahead and cap this off. All right, now it's time to kind of comb this over and see if we can find more. I know I saw at least 1 more in here. Okay, there he is. I see him. And I'm gonna try and grab it. There we go. He's a big boy too. Heck yeah. And we'll put him inside of here as well. He's in there. Go eat well, Mr. Caterpillar. That's actually some pretty cool footage of how the fatty flesh over the head just sits over the head, and the head just sits down underneath all that fatty flesh and just chows down on the leaves of the cedar. Completely protected by all that fat. That's pretty cool. But now he's got fresh growth. Let me see if I can find another one. I thought I saw another one, but, oh, there he is. I knew there was 1 more. I knew there was 1 more. Yeah, buddy. Okay. All right, now we've got 2 and 2. I am gonna go through this real quick and see if I can find any more before we just put it away. Let's see. Oh, is that another one? It is. Yay, that's number 6. Check him. These guys have grown just big enough now where I can actually see them. 3 there and 3 there. I still haven't gone through this container yet. I just have a bunch of stems of the stuff just tossed in there. So I'm actually kind of excited to go through it since I found 6 so far that I didn't know I had. We're going to go 1 more scan. Then we're going to put these back in that container with the fresh liner and see if any more little surprises show up in the next few days, which that would be great. I'm not expecting them to, but I just never underestimate how blind I actually am. I'm a blind sucker, boy. All right, guys, I wanted to show you what a true final instar larva of Hessels, olive hairstreak looks like. This is Swidner's olive hairstreak. Final instar caterpillar. Got another one back there. And this is a full-grown dude right here. And he's mowing on this leaf right there, dude. That's a beautiful, beautiful larva. It's been impressive how long it's taken for these guys to go through their life cycle. It's May 1st today. And we caught these females on what was, what was it? The second week or third week of March. They started laying eggs the next day. So, you know, these caterpillars have been in the larval stage for well over a month. And, you know, that's quite impressive for how long they stay. I was not planning on sitting here like worrying about feeding caterpillars for that long, but I'm going to give you just a size comparison of my finger. That's how big the full grown. I don't think it gets any bigger than this. Usually you can gauge size of a larva by about the size of the body of a butterfly or moth. Like the size of the full body of a butterfly or moth would be about the same size as a larva. And if we were to look at an olive hairstreak butterfly, it's not as big as this. So I would imagine these caterpillars here, they're not growing any larger. So anyway, glad to show these guys to you. I'm going to take a few pictures, and we're going to look forward for the pupa here shortly. Hopefully these guys finish out soon and make their pupa. Actually, we got a couple different color forms there. We got one that's lighter green and one dark green here in this cup. Not sure why the color difference, but definitely different shades of green on these two caterpillars. So good stuff, good deal. Love it, guys. All right, I've got some good news. Looks like we have some, finally, those are not rat turds. Those are pupa chrysalis from the olive hairstreak. It looks like I've got some olive hairstreak chrysalis in just about every one of my cups here. So we're gonna go through and kind of clean these out and count the chrysalis and see. Hopefully they're nice and healthy. And then we have a little surprise guest here, which we're going to show you as well. But excited about this, guys. It's been a long time since we've got chrysalis of the olive hairstreak. So now we're going to pop this top and show you up close and personal the chrysalis of an olive hairstreak. I've got, looks like, two of them. These guys made their chrysalis like good little hair streaks right in the needles of this cedar plant, which is what I would imagine where they would make them normally. Clean. Oh, he fell off. All right. Whatever. All right, guys. This is the chrysalis of an olive hairstreak butterfly. Callophrys gryneus swidneri. And let's see if I can move it around real quick. That's it. It looks like a little turd from a rat or something like that. It's kind of funny. Most people would never suspect that that is the chrysalis of a beautiful butterfly. All right, I'm going to show you the anatomy of a hairstreak butterfly chrysalis, guys. Up front here is the head, all right? And the appendages are a little less descript in the hairstreak. Like there's chambers for every body part. And you can see definitely the antenna chambers. Let's see if I can show them to you here. Let's see. You can see the antenna chambers running down, coming off the top of the head here, and then going around the top of the head here, and kind of coming to a little point right there. Those are the antenna chambers, which is pretty cool. In the middle, we have the proboscis chamber and the leg chambers. And then these are the wing pads on either side right here. This is the abdomen, and this is the head. And when the butterfly is ready to emerge, this will split right up here, and the butterfly will crawl out of like where the head capsule is. You can actually see the eye chamber in there. Let's see, can I find my... Yeah, you can see the eye chamber right there. It's pretty cool. But that's about it. I mean, I don't have a whole lot more to show you. You can see the abdominal segments right down here. The little sphericals where they breathe. And it's cool. We officially have pupa of the olive hairstreak, guys. So it's only a matter of time now where we'll be able to show you the beautiful, freshly emerged butterfly, the olive hairstreak. So it's pretty cool. Very good day. Good day for Keys moths. All right, guys, good news. It is May 21st. But on May 21st, 2024, I got out my first farm-raised olive hairstreak. This is a Swedner's hairstreak, guys. Look at that beauty. It's, boy, oh boy. It's been 20-something years since I've seen this bug. And today's the day, today's the day that I bred it and first emerged from the chrysalis. I've got, I think, 16 more chrysalis to go. No, these are not rat turds. These are butterfly chrysalis. And we got our first emerged hairstreak. So guys, I'm going to show you a few things about this guy. I'm going to try and get him on a flower or something like that and take some video and picture for you so you can see what's up. First thing you can notice is the really cool checkered black and white antennae and legs. Those are pretty cool. And the beautiful olive color on the underside. Yeah, let me see if I can get this guy out onto a leaf or flower or something like that, and I can take some good video and pictures for you. All right, folks, this is a great day. We've got our olive hairstreak female that popped out. We had a male come out yesterday. This is a female. She's drying her wings, and it's a fantastic day. Got a nice pair of olive hairstreaks that have freshly emerged. We have her resting on a stem of her larval host plant, the Atlantic red cedar. And this is if you were to open up the inside wings, I'll show you some specimens. Actually, let's check out some specimens in my collection of the Swedner's hairstreak. I'll show you the difference between Swedneri and gryneus from the rest of the country, why the Central Florida subspecies is different. We are going to add our freshly mounted olive hairstreaks to the appropriate box in our collection. This is a box I have with some all this Minotaura group, and up here you can see there's a wide variety of gryneus that I've gotten from around the country. Some of these are from Texas. These are subspecies Siva. They have like that deep reddish brick color. Then these ones are all from Minnesota, which I'm going to add to, which is the ones I have. These are gryneus. And then this is the group I have that is Gryneus swedneri. And the swedneri are dark on top, and some of them have this like a little bit of gold sheening, but it's nothing like the ones from up north. So, but this is the gryneus section here. So I'm going to take my gryneus and I'm going to add it to here. It's a big one, actually. It's a big female. And yeah, so There we go. It's good for now. It's a good full section of Minotaura gryneus, several different subspecies. Actually, here is a very similar species called Minotaura hesseli. It's the Hessel's hair streak. Much more difficult to come by. One of these days I want to do a video on that guy, but they're not easy to find. So and you can see the difference here now between our Gryneus swedneri and our Gryneus gryneus from Minnesota. So, all right, we're going to show you side by side the difference between two different subspecies of the olive hair streak. This one is Gryneus gryneus from Minnesota. These are both males. Both the left and the right are males. You can see the endocrinial tuft. The ones from Minnesota, you can see have the goldish, sheening, but this one here is Gryneus swedneri. This is the one we were breeding, and they have no gold color on the top, or very little gold color on the top. I had an issue with the tails on the spreading board of my swedneri, so they didn't mount right, but usually they have longer tails as well. The other thing is the secondary tail, or the top one, is actually a little bit longer on swedneri than it is on the Gryneus gryneus. Now, the females, the one on the right, we'll start on the one on the left. So this is Gryneus gryneus from Minnesota, and you can see the brick red coloration, which is so beautiful. And the ones we have down here in Florida, subspecies swedneri, the females just lack just about any color at all. They're pretty much just brown on top. They got really long tails, though, the ones down here in Florida. And that is the difference between the subspecies on the dorsal side. Let me flip these over and show you the ventral side real quick. Okay, the one on the left is our swedneri now, and the one on the right is Gryneus gryneus from Minnesota. So what we can do is take a look real quick. First of all, at the forewings. On the one on the left, the Gryneus swedneri from Florida, the white lines going down the forewing are pretty much in a straight line. And you can see the one on the right, specimen on the right, Gryneus gryneus, they have like a scalloped pattern, and it's broken up a little bit, which is different. Moving to the hind wings, the third white spot down on the Gryneus gryneus on the right from Minnesota is much more indented in toward the thoracic region. And the one on the left, Gryneus swedneri, the white line is actually very straight and is not broken like the one on the right. And also the hind wing spots and coloration is a little bit different as well. Let me show that to you real quick. All right, you can see the one on the left, the Gryneus swedneri, has much more larger spots than the one on the right, Gryneus gryneus. So it is a very much of a different bug. I'll even show you some variation. All three of these on the right, I'm going to go up the line, are from the Minnesota group, Gryneus gryneus, and they all have similar patterning. The spots are smaller and broken on the hind wing instead of sort of continuous like the Gryneus gryneus from Florida. So they're just a beautiful family, beautiful bugs. We really enjoy this group. In fact, green hair streaks are among my favorite butterflies pretty much anywhere. I love hair streaks, and I love the little green hair streaks. As you can see, guys, this is a hair streak. It's got the little hair tails at the end. It's like a fake antenna. Oh, she's getting, uh-oh. Well, guys, my first female olive hair streak just flew up toward the sun somewhere. I couldn't follow her. I don't know where she went. She might have gone up on my tamarind tree, but she's going to be free. So she got ready to fly and took off quicker than I'd like. So, guys, the Swedner's hair streak was described, I think 40, 50 years ago. They lack that copper coloration on the dorsal side that the olive hair streaks have pretty much in the rest of the eastern United States. So it's just like a gray coloration on top, which makes them unique. And so the type locality was in St. Augustine. There was a group of red cedar trees that was there, And at one point, it was thought to be an endangered species or endangered subspecies. So there were papers being written about how rare this butterfly was. And right around the time that officials were determining whether or not it should be listed as an endangered species, they started finding more and more and more colonies. Now we know that they're actually pretty widespread throughout, you know, central and northern Florida. There's dozens of colonies. I've found them probably in 8 or 9 different locations, and I'm not up in central and north Florida that often. So I was able to breed them this time. It was a great deal. One's free now, flying around, and so is what it is. I was trying to get some good video footage of her, but she decided she wanted to go for a flight. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you learned something about the olive hair streak, or at least Swedner's olive hair streak. Interesting thing, I was breeding, I got eggs from the Swedneri in late March, and I got eggs from the white M hair streak in mid-April. And the white M's actually emerged first. Like the larval stage of the olive hair streak took like considerably longer than the white M hair streak, which is very interesting. Across the board, like the olives all took a long time to go through their larval stage, and the white M's went through like really quick, like 11 days or something like that. So pretty interesting, like 3 to 4 weeks in the larval stage for the Gryneus olive hair streak. So guys, like the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna go hunt for my hair streak and see if I can find her, but if not, I'll you know, hope you enjoyed the video. So let's get out there and find some cool green hair streaks. Bye now.